Hey, hey, hey. All right, we live streaming. I'm just making sure everything is a go. All right, here we go. So, for the most part, everybody knows who I am, but just in case you do not, I want to go ahead and offer you some clarity. My name is Auguste Crenshaw, and I am a personal development coach and business strategist. And I want to talk to you guys today about why women, hold on one second. Um, just I got you. I mean, sorry about that. Me and my husband trying to figure out something. It's all good. Okay, so the number one reason why women don't make it as entrepreneurs. And I know a lot of people may have a couple of ideas in their mind as to why this is so, but I want to talk about it. I want to talk about it so that we can get some stuff up off of our chest because I mean, I know that statistically the statistics are saying, "Hey, how you doing, Sama?" The statistics are saying that we're growing. The statistics are saying that there are more women entrepreneurs busting through the seams than there are men. The statistics are even saying that there are actually even more African American women busting through the seams as entrepreneurs. But what we're not talking about is how stressful it is, how hard it is, how undervalued we feel, how we're not getting paid the same amount, as some of the same drama that we like oftentimes hear in the corporate America scene that's still going on in the online arena. And some people would argue, hey, how you doing, Chandra? See you here too. And some people would argue that no, it just depends on your perspective. Well, I know that there are some women out here that are representing, they're doing their thing, but I'm talking to the everyday woman. I'm talking to the everyday entrepreneur, a woman who has decided that I'm going to take my life and my destiny into my hands. How are you doing, Angela? That I'm going to do something different. I'm going to be something different. And hey, sister, I'm feeling you because I've had to push through some of these same struggles that you guys have. And it's time to have a candid conversation about this because I'm on team no fail. I'm on team, let's change the statistics. I'm on team, we can do this. And I'm on team, I'm here to give you some support. My thing is remember the movie New Jack City, for those of y'all that ain't too old. Remember when he was like, are you my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Well, that's the zone that I'm in right now. I'm in the zone of, yes, I am my sister's keeper. And so what I've been doing lately in the online space is saying, what can I do? How can I make an impact? How can I make a difference? Let's talk about the stuff that's really going on. No holds bar. Let's have some real conversation about the things that are impacting entrepreneurs so that a change could be made. But now I'm narrowing that focus even the more and saying what can be done to help us women. Why is it so doggone hard for us to make it as entrepreneurs? Now, I know a lot of you guys are watching, but at any time, you know how I am. I like to engage. I like for you guys to work with me. Hey, how you doing, Miss Lisa? If you got some impact, if you got some ideas, what are you thinking? What are some of the most difficult things that you feel that you've been struggling with as a woman in this industry? Why is it so hard to make it? Why is it so hard to bust through? Go ahead and, put your comments in. What has been your biggest struggle? You said, yes, I heard that women are the fastest growing sector of entrepreneurs, but we give up faster because of our mindset. Whoo, this is why mindset is so important. Hey, lady. And see, and that's all I'm saying. Literally, that's all I'm saying right there. Statistics can have a tendency to be really, really biased, and everybody's talking about the growth, but a lot of people are not talking about the dissolution, the extermination, the ending, the quitting, or any of those things. And our mindset, yes, and the mindset of an entrepreneur is always going to be the backbone, the fiber of us moving forward. And I have one word that I say will sum up the reason why most women don't make it as entrepreneurs, and it starts with a P. It's our past. It's our past. Our past impacts our mindset, and it impacts the way we think and whether or not we can or we cannot move forward. And it's crazy, right? because I believe in this whole theory of being isolated. One of the biggest mistakes that I see a lot of people make once it comes to being an entrepreneur, and hey, I see we got Tracy on. Is that the Tracy? If that's who I think it is, hello, aloha, because I see the Hawaii on there. But I'm sorry, you guys, I got IG going, YouTube going, I got Facebook going. I'm on all three platforms. I'm determined to get this message out here. But going back to what I was saying, the mindset, your past. Your past has a tendency to be a big deal breaker. Chandra, you said it's self-doubt, imposter syndrome, and how we grew up. This impacts us all. But you want to know what's crazy? So, but going back to that philosophy of isolation, for some reason, there's a lot of lies out there that we don't believe, that we believe that women can't work together. Too many women together can't get along, that we're the only ones going through what we've been through. I'm telling you, I have sat down and I have talked to some women that are beasting in business. And I have heard people overcome everything from, hey, how you doing, Tessa? Overcame everything from rape, physical, mental, emotional abuse, poverty, being ridiculed by the political system, having to be distracted because of poor marriages, divorce, filing bankruptcies, making stupid decisions, having businesses fail, and all of this stuff, it goes back to the mindset. And my whole thing is I'm reaching out and I'm making a plea and saying, listen to me. Whatever it is that you think that you're going through, you're not going through anything that you're supposed to be going through on your own, but a decision has to be made at some point that says, I'm going to reach out and I'm going to get help. And I know that there's some sisters out there that will support me. You have got to make a decision and an effort to be in the midst of other women who see your story, know your story, and are willing to help pick you up. But the secret sauce to it is, ladies, the mindset has to be strong so that you can stop bitching about everything that's going wrong in your life. Now, I know that if you don't know me and you hear me, you're like, oh my God, August, that's like one of the most insensitive things that you could ever say. I'm a little bit risque. I'm a little raw. I'm a little real. But it's nothing different than what our grandmother used to say to us. Grandma used to say, you know, when one grandma see another grandma, hey, how you doing, baby? I'm doing good. I can't complain. It ain't never changed nothing, no way. But women, we have a tendency to get in bitch mode and we gripe and we complain about any and everything that happens to us. But when we're strong and when we decide that giving up is not an option, or as my friend earlier, Najada said, when we make the decision that there is no plan B and we set ourselves up and put ourselves in position to get exactly what we want, then shit starts happening. So what I want to know is how many women are on here live right now or live watching the replay? How many of you are here and saying, you know what, giving up is not an option. I'm going to be non-negotiable on my dreams. And if you're going to say it, my next question is, how many times have you said that and how many times have you quit? How many times have you quit on your dream? Because another thing with a lot of women entrepreneurs is we do have those plan Bs and we hit reset. And what we do is we step back and we'll, not to say that there's something wrong, for instance, with getting a job. But we'll go back and we'll get a job and we'll work for someone else and we'll pause our dream. You know why? Because it wasn't comfortable for him right now, because our husband has an ego, because something's going on with the kids right now. And it just seems like it's too much to take in, because it doesn't seem like life is working with you, because something always comes up that attacks your finances. There's always something until you bust through this spiritual invisible wall and you say that I am not going to be negotiable on my dream. But you have to also realize that you cannot do it alone. I'm sick and tired of the stereotype that says that women can't work together. You know what? Certain kinds of women can't work together. There are people that I was friends with when I was coming up, or maybe even 5 years ago, that can't be in my life right now. And you want to know why? Because they don't think like I think. They don't act like I act. Hey, how you doing, Miss Britt? They don't feel like I feel. I had a sister today. I watched a video with her, and she was saying that she loves working her business, that she literally works her business every single day. That may sound crazy to some people, and people might be like, oh my God, you probably want to slow down. You know, your friends won't understand if you're like, okay, well, you work your business every day, but don't you want to go out and don't you want to have fun? Not understanding that working your business every day is not the same as going to work for someone every day. I literally work my business every day, but what I consider work in my business isn't always work. This is work in my business right now. All I'm doing is giving words of encouragement to somebody, but as a coach, is everything that I'm going to do always going to have a price tag aligned to it? Or are there going to be times when I need to sit down and put forth effort and put forth time? Am I going to really do what I believe in my heart that I was put on this earth to do? And that's to make an impact and to bless other people. I want to make an impact. I want to be around. I want to bless other people. So there are things that I'm going to do that are not always going to have a price tag associated with it. I feel good if I was just sitting back chilling and I get a prompt from a client who's having an issue, and I could jump in real quick for 15 minutes and give her the clarity that she needs so she can go ahead and go forth and keep on building her business. But see, when you aren't laser focused on your mindset, when you aren't laser focused on the things that you want for your business, you could find yourself trapped and being pulled down by other women whose vision isn't as big as yours, because they need to go out still. They may be over 40, but they still may need, now not that there's anything wrong with going out or having fun or kicking it, to each his own, but in different strokes for different folks. But a lot of people who do those things, they're numbing the pain of real life. They're numbing the pain of, I work this job all day. I mean, every day, Monday through Friday, to get this piece of shit check that's only going to give me enough money to take care of the bills right now. So with the little bit of change I got, the least I could do is make sure I reward myself because I have nothing else afterwards. That's the mindset. They may not say it that way, but that's what they're thinking. Whereas for us, Monday, Sunday, Friday, Saturday, all of them days, they run together. It's like Eric Thomas saying, thank God it's Monday. But for the average person, Monday is the day when the most heart attacks come into play, when the most people end up on a hospital bed or dying because they resent the life that they're living. And if you've decided to be an entrepreneur as a woman, there are certain decisions that you have to make to show that you are going to be loyal to your dream, loyal to your calling, loyal to the reason why you've been put on this planet, so that it is not stressful, so that it doesn't feel like work, so that you can show up at the drop of a dime. And the thing about it is, when you set it up right, you could just disappear for a second and say, you know what, I want a vacation. And you don't have to check in with anybody. You don't have to ask anybody any questions. You can just do what it is that you want to do. The only people you going to touch base with would be, for instance, like me, my people in the academy. Hey, y'all, I just want to let y'all know I'm going to be gone for the next 48 or 72 hours, or maybe even in my free group. But this is the reason why we're building the dream. But so many of us don't make it because of our past. And it's like, okay, so what does your past have to do with you moving forward in your business? Everything. Because if you've got issues with money and filing bankruptcy, or thank you for the light, Angela, if something's not going on right in your life because you had to file bankruptcy and you're afraid, you know, when it comes to spending money, you may be afraid of yourself when you actually need coaching. If you're in a desperate situation because you need money to pay your bills as a woman and an entrepreneur, knowing good and doggone well you should be getting paid at least $250 to $500 for your services, you will deeply discount it because you can't even see your own worth. And you'll be like, but the need for the money will supersede the value in the product that you're presenting. So now you're going around giving people stuff for $27 and $47, and you're not understanding why entrepreneurship is so hard. Not realizing that all of this stuff is connected. All of this stuff is connected to your self-worth. All of this stuff is connected to your value. And if you're not ready and willing to tackle the things that are affecting you, that stem from your past and that haunt you, you will find it to be very difficult to move forward as a woman and an entrepreneur. Now, I know that I'm saying a lot, and I know that sometimes when I'm speaking, I get in this zone or I get in a bit of a rant, and I know that sometimes people are just soaking it in. But where are you guys at? What are you thinking and how are you feeling? Because I want some feedback, whether you agree or disagree, or you're thinking of something, or maybe you got a question that's coming up, present it to me. You know what I'm saying? Let me know. I want to know where you are. What are you feeling? Is there something from your past that you want to mention in general? Maybe we can kind of talk about that right now and work through that and talk about what it looks like and why it looks like, because you don't need to be stifled by anything. You shouldn't feel blocked by anything. The very things that have happened to you in your past are the things that qualify you. Some of y'all got daddy issues. You got childhood trauma issues. You don't even understand that your self-esteem is so subpar that you're not fully able to show up. You're afraid to be on a Facebook Live because you have always been told this looks funny on you. You're not pretty enough. You and ah too much. You don't articulate well enough. You don't speak good enough. And so you have a visibility issue. You have a confidence issue. But every day there's somebody on the internet who doesn't speak very well, who could care less whether or not their clothes are ironed, who could care less whether or not their backdrop looks good. They don't even have one. They're laying on a wrinkled, dirty bed, but they figured out that they had a gift and that they could monetize it, and they're using it and they're making money off of it because their esteem in what they're doing is high enough. But we so often as ladies look for validation from everywhere but within. What is your conversation like with yourself? What are you saying to yourself? How are you speaking life over yourself? Because the way you speak about yourself is also going to set the expectations for how you want people to treat you. Thank you for the love that's coming through on IG. Listen, sisters, I don't care what it is that you've been through. There is always another sister out there that understands you and that can walk through you with it. I have taken the time to interview 13 women that have told stories about anything that you can imagine and how they still broke through, how they were able to still build their businesses. I promise you that there is not a pain that you have felt that these women have not experienced. They've been abandoned by their fathers. They've been mistreated and spoken poorly to by their mothers. They've dealt with parents that have either had drug or alcohol addictions. They've been married to men who have abused and misused them and talked crazy to them. They have worked in corporate America and given their all only to be thrown flat off their back. They have had to fight the judicial system to get ahead. They've dealt with abandonment from being given up as a child. Sister, what is your story? What has happened to you? I guarantee you that any one of my speakers can go toe to toe with your situation and show you one thing, that there is light at the end of the tunnel. Chandra, you said I have a stress and a cloud over my head that affects my movement here and there, but y'all know that that does not stop me. It actually helps me and it makes me work harder every day. I have bad days, but more good than bad. And I'm glad that you use that word cloud, because for you, it's a cloud that pops in and out. But for a lot of you, it's a cloud that is consistently there. Thank you for the love. The cloud is there. It's hovering. And that cloud is shame. That cloud is doubt. That cloud turns into low self-esteem, low self-worth, low value. It comes into overworking and undercharging. You guys that were already there last time, y'all already know I don't play no fluff, no bull, no saying stuff the way that you want to hear it. I have another summit coming at the end of September called the Real Women Don't Bitch Summit. But this is not a summit about telling you how fucked up your life is and how lazy you are. What it is it's saying, sister, look, I know you've been through some things. I've been through those same things you have. However, let me grab your hand. Yeah, I'm going to tell you to stop wallowing in your self-pity. It's a girlfriend moment. You know that moment when you've been at one of those low points and you needed that moment for that one girlfriend to look you dead in your eyes and say, baby, this ain't you. This ain't you. No, you better than that. And grabbed your hand and said, no, you're going to get up. You're going to get up and you're going to be all right. Because I'm going to walk you through it. See, real women don't bitch, but real women that ain't got past the bitching, look at another sister, pay it forward, grab a hand and pick it back up and say, no. Because see, the problem is that thing in your past, that thing that you think that's been haunting you, that you think disqualifies you. No, it's the exact opposite. It's the qualifier. Why do you think I can speak so strongly towards the empowerment of people? Because I haven't been empowered all my life. I've been told I was too loud or too bossy or too nosy or that my opinion was too strong. I was told to shut down, to be quiet, to be more subtle, to be more ladylike, to be a better version of what Christ looks like. Oh, and that's another one, baby. Almost all of my speakers have had to go through that spiritual dilemma that hovers over their head about whether or not they're walking as a worthy woman of God, a delightful woman, a Christian woman, a valued citizen, and having to come to grips with what their relationship with God is supposed to look like, not based on what somebody told them, but based on them being free to discover the intimacy that's supposed to be there with their relationship with the source, so that they can feel confident in moving forward. Because let's just face it, when our spirit ain't right, ain't nothing else in us right either. But we have decided to join forces, and we looking and we saying we're breaking the silence on the struggles, because what's going on is we are being too quiet. Some of us we're becoming successful and we're just looking and we're smiling. And as some of us, we act like we don't remember where we came from. Not the women that I teamed up with. We'll never forget. We will not only will we never forget, we intentionally remember, but we've healed so that our memories do not control our past. You say, yeah, my girlfriends and I give each other a certain amount of time to wallow based on the severity of the issue. And then we have to get back up. Yes, we have to get back up. That's what we're here for. So, I mean, if you're a woman, you're an entrepreneur, and you know that you got some insecurities that's got you not 100% showing up in your life, not 100% showing up in your business, you don't want to miss this. As a matter of fact, I know there's some people on here. If you know some women that need to hear this message, hey, thank you, Miss Tamara. Thank you. I want you all to share this post. Share it to your page. Tag a sister, let her know it's going down starting September the 26th. But when I tell you these women have been through some of it all, it doesn't make a difference. We are not being quiet. All of the things that can stop us from moving forward, we're discussing it. What kind of things? Damaging relationship, the religious hangups, the current financial situation, not having family support, the jacked up decisions that you made, the past failures that you had, too many demands on life. You guys need to know what me and these other women know about how you get through. And no, we're not just going to tell you to journal and to write affirmations. I believe in all of that. But these sisters were willing to be very, very vulnerable and tell their stories. We're going to help because we're talking about everything from having government assistance. Oh, yeah. Having to go to fight the Salvation Army, filing for food stamps, doing whatever it took. Like I said, we talking about molestation, hardships of parenting, abandonment issues, friendship issues, guilt, the whole nine, anything that you can think of. And the reason why we're discussing all of this stuff is because we want you to understand that everything that you've been through is actually what establishes you as an authority in your field. It's not to be your blanket of shame. It's to be the thing that makes you say, wait a minute, I got this. I can do this. We're here to help you fight so that you can get your biggest breakthrough. Because once you get your breakthrough and you realize that you can push through, you want to know what's going to start happening. You are going to start being authentically you. You're going to show up in your business. You're going to attract the right clients. You're going to ultimately begin to make money, have peace of mind, have a solid support system. This is what it's for. You need to realize that you can take control. You can take the control and become the woman that you were destined to be and be exactly who it is that God wants you to be on this earth. So what I want you guys to do is really simple. As a matter of fact, I will put the link here on the post myself. Like I said, please, ladies, make sure you share the information. It's really simple. www.realwomendon'tbitch.com. That's the link. Click on it. Go get yourself registered and get ready to get some healing. Our past is not supposed to haunt us. It is to qualify us to know that we can get past anything. So I don't know if anybody has any questions or comments, but this is one of those that was burning on my heart strong. It's still burning on my heart strong. And I want you guys to get it. I want you to get it. I want to see you cross one finish line to set another goal and cross another finish line. So I just came over here on this side today to let you know that anything is possible. I'm going to look forward to seeing you guys at the summit. Look, if you got questions, you're trying to understand something, ask them on the ask me on the post. You see my name. Thank you for putting the link up there, Creative. Look, my Facebook page is open. You can send me a message. You can ask me questions. I'm easily and readily accessible on Facebook. Go to the website, check it out. This is a fee-based event. I'm going to let you know that right now. You want to know why? Because people that are nosy, this event is not for you. This is not for people that want to say, ooh, who was on government assistance? Ooh, who got molested? Because there are some people out there that have nothing better to do. These women have been so open and vulnerable. You thought that people were open and vulnerable in the Real Talk for Business Mastery Summit? No, we're talking about personal challenges that they had to war through even when they started their business. Only those who are really ready to heal and ready to invest in themselves. This is for serious-minded individuals only. And it's only $97 to get access to attend the summit. Do not miss this opportunity. Sister, it's time to stop whining. It's time to stop complaining. It's time to stop bitching. It's time to stop doubting yourself. It's time to stop not believing in yourself. It's time to get up. But being sympathetic, knowing everybody didn't have the same options, knowing that everybody doesn't go through everything the same way exactly, we're here to all tell our story to say, we got you. We got you. So we're ready. We're ready and we're here to support. So this is just the beginning. If you guys happen to have any specific questions, like I said, you know where to reach me. I'm going to allow you all to get back to your families and all of that good stuff. For everybody that joined me, I am super duper grateful. Always, for those of you that come back and watch the replay, thank you also for taking the time out of your schedule to join me. I appreciate everybody for everything that you do. So let's get out there, enjoy you, get yourself some rest, get a good night's sleep, wake up tomorrow, get ready to hustle again and do something that's going to get you one step closer to your goals. This is Auguste Crenshaw. I'm a personal development coach and a business strategist. If you haven't figured out yet, I'm real, raw, and relentless. I don't play. I'm equally serious about your goals, if not more so. So let's start getting out here and changing the world. I love you guys. I'm out of here. Deuces.